Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to do this. I know this is not everybody's favorite thing to do. It's not mine either. But I just kind of wanted to give you an update on everything that's going on with me and everything outside of doing this. Um, so honestly, right now, the good news is that I'm doing okay. My health is doing okay. However, my mom and now my stepdad, I'll try not to get emotional, but if it happens, it happens. So, unfortunately, I've had to take some more time off of work because they need me. Reason for it is that I've been taking care of my mom because my stepdad unfortunately had to have heart surgery, a bypass. They had to remove veins, arteries from his leg, and pretty much keep his heart alive, I guess you would say. I mean, it's weird. It's hard to explain, but they had to go into his thighs, take some arteries, and fix his heart. So that was scary. He's doing okay now, but that now leads because he was doing majority of the caretaking for my mom, and unfortunately, since he had to be on rest, it kind of put me in a position to where I needed to take time away from work again, to take care of them both, to make sure that they're both okay. This is where it gets worse. Is I found out a couple days ago that I think it's time for my mom. Um, it's so bad. Her dementia is so bad that my stepdad is going in next week to talk to a specialist about care, such as a home care. Um, and there's nothing I could do. Um, so I guess I'm sorry. It just that's it's hard for me to accept it. I know this is part of life, but it's hard not being able to do anything, not being able to help fix it. So that's kind of where we're at. Um, as I said, next week, we'll be going in to talk to the doctor to kind of get a idea of what to do. I know they mentioned in-home care, but the amount that they want for that, being that they're both on, Social Security and retirement and things like that, it's it's incredibly tough. Especially, with the limited amount of money that they get per month. Um, I'm more concerned about losing my mom. I mean, it's it, it's one of the hardest things that I've been, you know, um, given to deal with. I mean, my health, sure, it's important, but knowing that my mom is slowly deteriorating, and there's nothing I could do about it. I know it's life, it's all part of it, but it's just hard to deal with right now. So I guess in a roundabout way, I am reaching out to you guys again for help, financially, because I've had to take the last couple weeks off again, and I don't know how much longer I need to take off. I know there's so many steps that have to be followed in order for somebody to be placed in the care of others. It's just the thought of it, just it from day to day, it hurts. I was over there for about 3.5 hours the other day, and she can't remember things. And the only things that she does mention are things that have happened when she was a teenager or a kid. She has some memory. It's just, I don't know. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this spot where now I've become like the caretaker of both, up until, like I said, until next week, to where my dad can go in and speak to the specialist to see what can be done. But it doesn't look good, because she's just not, there's nothing more they can do. It's just, I hate it, because you have to sit there and watch them slowly fade away. And I think it would be better if just one day she just, I don't want to say these things, but it's tough. It's tough to watch. So again, if anybody out there would like to help, I'll leave links down below. It's just, right now, I can't get back to work until we figure out and what we decide to do. And I pretty much know what's gonna happen. And the thing is, it's putting so much stress on my stepdad as well. And I don't want that extra stress to cause him to have an issue again with his heart, being that he just got everything fixed. There's so much. So if anybody out there is willing to help, it would be truly appreciated. And I'll kind of, I guess, keep you guys updated. I mean, I apologize, but I'm a very emotional person. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and it's just who I am. I know, take it day by day, but it's it sucks when those days are getting worse and worse and worse. But I know everything will work out. It always does. So with that, I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the reaction, and thank you for all your help and your support. And as I said, I'll definitely keep you updated with everything that's happening. So thank you guys again. What's going on, guys? Ren, Sick Boy, episode 1. Let's do it. Alright, guys, welcome back to the channel. This is something that popped up on my feed. We got Ren, Sick Boy, episode 1, The Flame of Prometheus. Not sure what to expect. So we're just going to dive right in.
Have you ever heard the story of Prometheus? let me start somewhere near the end. After the Great Collapse, the sick were rounded up like rabid stray dogs. Those who were strong enough were put to work in subterranean farms. First, they would be stripped of all dignity afforded to a human. Then, their bodies would be decontaminated and purged of the stench from the surface. In order to create an effective cog, you must first bleed out of all autonomy and free will. He or she must stop being human and become a limb. Those who were deemed too sick for work were discarded. To keep them alive...
Oh, this fucking music. Sorry, the sound that's coming out of it, it's almost like a creepy horror movie. This is weird stuff. Almost like a concentration camp type of thing going on here is what I'm first getting out of it.
Must stop being human and become a limb. Those who were deemed too sick for work were discarded. To keep them alive would only further drain the earth of vital resources. It was a kindness to let them die. For years, this is how the program would run. But, like many systems that came before it was at the mercy of chaos theory. Chaos theory is often misunderstood. It is an oxymoron, a determined element of chaos, one that can send a whole system spiraling into mayhem.
I'm not gonna lie. That'd be a pretty badass tattoo. Just saying.
There was a prophecy. It told of a genetic anomaly, a human girl whose DNA harbored immunity to the virus, a blueprint for the future. For decades, the humans searched, setting up a global infrastructure of testing facilities in vain. With time, the candle of hope burnt down to a blackened wick. Whispers of the prophecy could still be caught traveling on the wind between members of the sick. Rivaling factions saw it as nothing but a dying superstition. Others clung to it like an amulet of hope. The rich and the elite, of course, used it as a method of control. Desperation is a powerful drug. Above fear, above loyalty to the party, the Dominion understood this and used it to their advantage. If you strip man of his basic needs, with enough time, he becomes a beast. Without shame, and without morality. Primal. How ironic that the creations and brilliance of man should reduce him to his primal state. I guess with time, everything returns to source. While it was still part of protocol to test every subject for immunity to the virus, the outcome was predictable. There was no suspense. Any hope that testing would bear fruit died years ago. That is until we introduce chaos theory.
This is fucking crazy stuff, man. It's almost reminding me of like, you get rid of the sick and the weak, and then you start building a brainless army or of something of that nature. Like you're building something to go against something else of mindless, no longer mentally there zombies for soldiers. Almost, yeah. I got like in the beginning, like the concentration camp vibes, like, where they strip you of just everything. You put on a certain uniform or an outfit, and you're part of this huge elaborate thing. So Yeah, this is this is we. I mean, like crazy. Um, like I was saying, it reminds me a lot of stripping the human rights away, the memories, the mind, and turning them all into brainless soldiers, or like a little mini army or something to throw something else over. Um, Incredible imagery. The music was creepy as shit. And I'm sure that's the point that they're trying to get across, that it's creepy, absolutely. You rid the world of all the sick and the dying. Um, I guess I would be part of the one that you would just get rid of, because being ill, what good would I be? I guess in some sense, but this is weird. This is different but interesting. So I don't know if this is like a going to be it says episode 1. I don't know if it's going to be a continuous thing, but my reaction to Sick Boy episode 1, The Flame of Prometheus. I'll definitely keep an eye out, if there's more episodes. I know Ren is actually, he probably just dropped the new music that he had for today. So what I'm going to do is hop out of here, get into the next reaction. So with that said, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you very soon on the next one. All right, guys, take care.